We recognize that it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. But we had to be taught. We had to be taught. Am I right about that? Notice again what he says, because it's very important tonight. Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. The psalmist wanted to be taught, notice carefully, God's way. He wanted to be taught God's way. Teach me, notice carefully, your way. Teach me your way, Lord. How many, when you came to God, you had enough of your way? How many? And for some of us, that's the main reason we came to him. We had enough of our way. Come on, raise your hand again. If when you came to God, you had enough of you. I was tired of me. Somebody said sick and tired. Fed up with me. Fed up with my decisions. Fed up with my choices. And I wanted to be taught his way. Lord, teach me your way. Teach me your way. Oh Lord, I will walk in your truth. Then he asked the Lord, unite my heart to fear your name. Sadly, if you're taking notes, some people remain in bondage because they are unwilling to change. Do you remember what Jesus said in John 8:31 and 32? He said, if you abide in my word, you are my disciples indeed. Come on, church. And then he said this, and you'll know the truth, and the truth will make you free. The truth will liberate you. The truth will free you from bondage. But if a person is unwilling to change, it could be my season to be liberated. It could be my season to come out. But because I'm unwilling to change and do things God's way, I remain in bondage. Think about it tonight. Somebody could be in a place tonight that you no longer have to be in if you're willing to change. If you're willing to choose to go in the way of truth. Change your course. Anybody ever came to church and God gave you a word and that word caused you to have to change your course? Come on, I did it plenty of times. Came to church thinking one way, but when the word came forth, I recognized that if I'm to get in the will of God, I'm going to have to change how I'm thinking. I've changed my plans because of a word. Thinking I was going to have to do one thing. When the word came forth, the word told me just be still. Be still and God will show me what to do. Come on, somebody. And I had to change the course that I was on. That's what the word do. The word often come to challenge the way that we're going and to cause us to consider our ways. Consider your ways. And when you know your way not to be God's way, then go in the way of what? Truth. Go in the way of truth. See, when we walk in truth, we will also have a greater love and appreciation for correction. No way we gonna go in truth and not be corrected. Come on. I'm going to say it again because I didn't get amen. No way I'm going in the way of truth without being corrected. Once we start going in the way of truth, often that's when we realize how wrong our way was. But when you take on, don't miss it tonight, a greater love and a greater appreciation for truth, you abide in it. You abide in it. Not just truth that makes you happy or causes you to want to dance or gives you great excitement. See, some truth comes and it cuts. Come on. I said some truth come and it cuts. It hurts. It wounds at the initial receiving of it. Come on. Come on now, y'all. How many have ever received correction and at the beginning it hurt? But because you stuck with it, you found out that the best thing for you was to be corrected. The best thing. See, I don't want nobody teaching me and they are afraid to correct me. I don't want nobody making me think I'm right when I'm wrong. No, one of the best things we could ever do is take on a greater love and appreciation for correction. Because then when you do so, you won't fight it. You won't fight it. I found out years ago when I look back at it, when God was really changing my life the most is when he was correcting me. When he was challenging how I think. When he was challenging how I was talking. When he was challenging the decisions of the deeds or the things that I was doing. Because all correction is doing is showing us the way we need to what? To go. That's all correction does. It's just showing us really a better way. I'm talking divine correction. Divine correction comes to show us a better way. And how many are glad that God corrects you? How many are glad that he shows you a better way? Or do you want to just be left to yourself? Even if God see you going the wrong way, you want God, just leave me alone. Just let me do. No, I want to be correct. Lord, correct me. Show me the better way. Amen. Notice Galatians 4:16, because we don't want to be like the churches of Galatia. Notice the churches of Galatia when we look at Galatians 4. Notice what Paul said in 4:16. Y'all hang in, I'm almost finished. Paul had to ask this church of course. He said, have I therefore, Galatians 4:16, have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Woo! Have I become your enemy? Notice what Paul said, because I tell you the truth. When you tell some folk the truth, they treat you as if you're an enemy. But listen, when a person tells you the truth, that's a friend. It's not an enemy, that's a friend. That's somebody who loves you enough to tell you the truth. See, we need to be loved on so to where people can tell us when we're wrong. When we're wrong and when we need to change course or direction. Don't be so stubborn that a person is telling you that you are wrong and you are unwilling to heed godly or divine correction. We don't want to be that way. Look at somebody in church tonight and say, you don't want to hate divine correction. Tell it to one more person. Tell them you don't want to hate divine correction. Come on. You don't want to look down on divine correction. You don't want to despise it. Because it is sent to improve our life. It's sent to improve our life. Notice again, Psalm 119, before I move further. I'm almost in the close. Psalm 119, before I move further. Psalm 119, verse 30. Notice what he says again. I have chosen the way of what? Truth. I have chosen the way of what? Truth. How many believe tonight that if a person chooses the way of truth, it can be seen? Can be seen. Come on. If you truly choose the way of truth, that's something that we can eventually see. Now, if you're on the wrong path tonight, and you say, Pastor, I'm choosing the way of truth tonight. Well, it may take some time for us to really see if that is the path that you have chosen. Am I right? Because it's going to take time. But no way you're saying that you've been on the path of truth for years and it's not evident. It's nothing we can see. Just like when we chose the way of evil. Did our relatives have to wonder what way we had chosen? They didn't have to wonder, did they? Did they have to pray about it? Did they need a spirit of discernment to see whether you was righteous or wicked? No. No. It was evident what you had chosen. Come on, I'm just trying to keep it real simple tonight. It was real evident what you had made up your mind to do and who you made up your mind to be. That's how it was with me now. When I was a sinner, nobody accused me of being saved. Nobody. I didn't get that. Nobody called me a child of God. Nobody asked me to pray for them. Why, Pastor? They know the way that I had chosen. It was evident what I was in love with. See, I'm going this way because I'm finna drop 3 important things. Because if a person chooses the way of truth, man, that's going to be something we can see. That's going to be something we can see.